Let me drink some water before I begin. Sorry guys, I'm a little tired, but I'm gonna run through this video real quick. What's up YouTube? This is Cooking with Doug, and I figured I'd just cam up today and just address some frequently asked questions in my previous videos, and just to cam up because I promised I'd do that, show my face every now and again. So here we go. So first thing, I want to give a shout out to my Cook Essentials Airfryer group. We just hit 26,000 members yesterday, which was dope. Appreciate all the support on that. And again, if you're not subscribed, if you're not a member of that group and you're thinking about getting an air fryer or you have an air fryer, definitely join. You'll get some great tips, some great recipes, and just a lot of support. So just want to say that real quick. And also I want to speak on my Cook Essentials air fryer that I just got, the 5.3 quart that I just got about a month or a month and a half ago, or maybe it was 2 months, I don't remember. It's going well, and so far it looks like it addressed the issues and concerns that we had in 2016 with the basket peeling and all that stuff. So far it's so good. I don't even remember hearing any major issues with the fryer, so I'm glad that they have addressed the concerns of the 2016 model in the 2017. So that's dope. But more importantly, I wanted to talk about the Power XL oven. A lot of people have been asking me my opinion on that. I think that's a dope machine. I won't be getting one only because I have a Breville Smart Oven Air, which technically is a oven with an air fryer function, whatever, just like the Power XL oven. So for me, and also I don't have any counter space for it. I'd have to take something off my counter to put the oven there, and I don't foresee me doing that. I like my air fryers. I have a 3.2 quart stove and brick and my 5.3 quart Cook's Essentials, and then my Breville Smart Oven Air. I don't think the Power Oven would replace any of those. So for me, no. But I think it's a great second air fryer, or maybe even a first one, because it can replace, like, maybe you have a toaster oven. It can replace your oven, and it can go as a second air fryer as well. It can go as a first one too, but not sure because I don't have one, but I think the top rack is air fryer mode and the rest you would use as an oven. Or let's say if you were using, I don't know, 2 rows in air fryer mode in a power oven, correct me if I'm wrong, you would have to rotate them. So I'm not a big fan of that. But so far, lots of people in my air fryer group have that, and I'm loving what they're doing so far in it. So I think it's a go. I like it. Just for me, if this would have came out, I don't know, a year ago, I definitely would have gotten it. But now that I have my Breville, I'm not getting it. But if you were thinking about getting it, I would say definitely get it. If you only have one air fryer and you're looking to get another one, perfect. A lot of people ask me about the Breville, my Breville oven, and and they wanted to hear my opinion on the Breville or the Oster oven, the French door one. Now, I think both ovens are great. It just depends on what you want to use it for. Now, for me, I'll give you the story of why I got the French door and then why I got the Breville. Well, a lot of you don't know, when my first YouTube, well, on this channel, my first video was doing pizza. Like, I would get frozen pizza and review it. My first Oster oven was probably in 2013. And then I upgraded to a large one. I think it was like black and silver back in 2015, I believe, or 14, one of those years. and the cleanup on my crumb tray was horrible, and my trays, period, my trays in the oven and my crumb tray was just full of butter and grease, and I just didn't take care of it. So I'll tell you a funny story. I had a friend of mine come to my house, right, and she was like, "You do videos showing your oven?" And like and she's like, I don't know, I know a lot of people that cook, and just the disgust on her face, it just haunted me. I was like, I have to replace this oven. Although I put like foil on the crumb tray in my videos, but she still was like, I can't believe you're doing videos on it. So like a couple weeks after that, I finally broke down and said, I'm going to upgrade my oven. So at the time, the best oven at that time was the Oster French door oven. The Breville Smart Oven Air didn't exist yet. And yeah, and the French door oven was on Flex, so it was a great price. It was like $250. That's fair for that, definitely. So I got it. Only problem with it is I'm doing stuff like, small stuff, garlic bread, warming up pizza for Ashton. I buy a pizza pie, vacuum seal what he did, he eat 2 pieces, now vacuum seal the whole pie and then reheat it in my oven. And I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, for what I'm using it for, it's not like I'm baking cakes or doing like whole chickens in there or something. I'm like, I'm not really utilizing this. And then the Breville Smart Oven Air came out, and I just fell in love with it. So I think both ovens are great. It just depends on what you want to use it for. Like the Oster oven, man, you could put you don't have to worry about space. It could fit any tray in there, any pan you want to put in there, you can. It could fit a freaking 16-inch pizza in that thing. It's huge. So if you're a true baker, I would go with the Oster because you don't have any limitations, and it's just straightforward. It's easy to use. But if you're into features, different types of features, you can't beat the Breville. Although it costs $400, you can't beat it. I mean, it does so much things. I mean, it dehydrates. It has a slow cooker. You can proof. It has so many different things. But it's not as big, but I would say, and of course, and it can air fry as well. So, of course. So that's why I got it. I was like, I wanted to get a smaller, more sophisticated oven. And then, it just sent blood rushing below once I saw that it can air fry. And then also QVC had it on 6 FlexPay. So it was just wisdom. I was like, send it. Duh. So that's why I got a Breville. So that's probably not going to be your reason. And then also and of course, it air fry. So since I'm the air fryer king, why not? So those are the reasons why I got it. But I think that there's nothing wrong with the Oster. If you like to bake stuff, go get the Oster. It's cheaper. It's straightforward. One thing I would say, the Breville gets a little hot. That's not even a big deal. I would say the only thing I don't like about the Breville, and that's not even a big deal, you can't override the preheat. So you have to like if you're doing like bake or air fry or mostly everything, I think the only thing that you don't preheat is the warm feature. I might be wrong, but 90% of the functions you have to preheat. Where in the Oster oven, you can bypass that. Like I think if you hit start twice, you can bypass the preheat. Pet peeve, but no big deal. But like I said, both of them are great. So it just depends on if you want a bunch of features in your oven, get the Breville. If you're a true baker and you want to throw whatever in there and just pop it in there and it's just straightforward, the Oster is your guy. All right, well, moving on. Let's talk about a lot of people are asking me now about the, Cuisinart air fryer toaster oven. I personally wouldn't get that. I do not like the design. I don't like it. I don't like the front of it. I think it's awkward looking. I think it's just, it's okay. I mean, I've seen people in my air fryer group with it, and it seems to work well. But I personally probably wouldn't get it. I'd spend the extra money on a Breville. If that's just my opinion, but I mean, it works. It's fine. If those of you who are thinking about getting it, I mean, the air fryer function works, and the oven is fine. I've seen people make various different things in it in my air fryer group and in my kitchen gadgets group. So, I mean, it works, but I personally wouldn't get it. So that's my take on it. One thing I want to mention though about the Breville that I forgot, I should have mentioned it earlier. One thing you have to, I want you guys to understand, when you're using the air fryer function on the Breville, first off, you have it at, it has to be at a certain level. It's like kind of like the upper middle. That's where the tray needs to be. So making something like a whole chicken with your Breville in air fryer mode, I don't think you can't. Because even if, I don't think it could fit in there, but even if you, let's say you got like a 3-pound whole chicken, let's say, I don't know, it would still be close to the heating elements on top. So you have to worry about splatter and all that type of stuff. So, and also I also want to mention on the Breville, you definitely have to get something to cover your crumb tray. I don't know what they made that thing out of. It's like made out of fine china. Like, it is the hardest thing to clean stains on that thing. I have no idea why they did that. But I just wanted to touch on that. So if you buy a Breville, make sure you buy something to cover the crumb tray. Whether it be foil, well, foil is just so whack. Like, there's like a Copper Chef, like, I forget what they call it. I have it on mine. It's like a Copper Chef sheet you put over it, and you just have to cut it a little bit, and you just put it over it, and that's fine. What else do I want to talk about before I go? Anything about pressure cookers? No. As you guys know, I got the Cosori 6-quart. I just got that. It's 8-in-1. It's pretty good. It's got a stainless steel inner pot. I like it. It's is it better than the Instant Pot? No, but it compares to it. Has just as much features, and yeah, I like it. Lastly, I want to touch on the Digital Perfect Cooker. First of all, QVC, why y'all got that on clearance for? I think been on clearance for like 4 months. But I would like QVC to make another one. I think that's what, 5 cups? Make a 8-cup one, and make the inner pot ceramic. Not even stainless steel. I want it to be ceramic, and add some features like maybe a sear mode, and keep everything else the same. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. But I like the Digital Perfect Cooker. I want them to do an upgrade on it. I think that would be awesome. And that's pretty much it. I guess I need to shout out some of my fellow YouTubers and get up out of here. So guys, I want to give a shout out to Booger 500 US, Miss Brazil, of course, Miss Sprinkles Delights, shout out to you. I want to give a shout out to Christy's Cooking Channel, Mel's Simple Meals, shout out to Mel's. I got a shout out to Ellen's Homemade Delights. Shout out to you. And Ray Max Kitchen. I see you, bro. Honcho VP. Cooking with Rick. And last but not least, the Happy Whisk. Those are all the people I want to shout out on YouTube real quick. And what else before I go? Let's see. I guess that's it. We're almost at 15 minutes. I've talked long enough. Well, hit me up in the comment section if you have any questions or anything that you were wondering about or whatever, or just say what's up. But hit like if you like it. Remember to subscribe, and if anything, Thanks for just looking at my video. It's Cooking with Doug. And we out.